Some are good, really working well for you. Some may be challenging as well. You try something, it doesn't work, or something are crazy questions are happening in the corporate. Even though we call us Agile is very easy to learn, but when it comes to implementation, in many places, we feel there is some sort of misunderstanding or could be of it won't work for me kind of a feel. That's also there. The purpose of putting this meeting is it's for the people with the ShriLearning who learned PMP, PMI-ACP, scaled Agile. We can converse about how Agile is working. At the same time, we can also discuss with the people who are out of Agile, who don't work, but you want to know what it is. You can ask them questions. So this can be a meeting which can happen every few weeks once. We do this as Agile Sync Up. So we'll talk about some scenarios, crazy scenarios. That's the way it's going to do. So I welcome you all to this program, which is going to be live recording where you can talk about it. It's available on YouTube. You can listen anytime about some scenarios. With this, we'll get in. First of all, first question to everyone here. Can I assume that in this room, people with me here and people on YouTube or LinkedIn, you are already aware of what is Agile? Can I get a yes or no for this? You are already aware what is Agile. Do you? I'm getting good amount of yes. Nice to know. Good amount of yes. Nice to know. Let me see YouTube also. Yeah, some of them saying yes here. I'm cut couple of them. No, I don't know what is Agile. Okay, nice. Okay, so if I see a number of people saying yes, it is becoming majority, whereas no getting lesser. If I'm taking Agile classes 7 years, 8 years back, when I open the dialogue about Agile, I'll get a lot of no, very little amount of yes. The reason is Agile was spoken in only an industry called information technology. And all these software industry people take it for granted. Agile means it's for us. And now what happened is now the industry has opened. Now every industry is seeing what ingredient I can pick up from Agile, we can use it in my industry. That could be of a construction, in my industry of infrastructure, in my industry of a pharma, in my industry of a manufacturing. Every industry is seeing what I can pick it up. Now, when everyone jump in, what will happen? All good will be there. Also bad will happen. What is a bad will happen? Everyone try to bend according to their nature. Am I right on this? Let me ask a question to the audience. Am I right that people will try to bend according to their needs? Is it so? Yes, it is, right? Because it's a nature, human nature to see how can I bend it for my purpose? How can I tweak it for my need? It's happening. It's really happening in the market. Now, will it have a trouble? Actually, no. Because Agile is meant that you can be transparent, open enough, free enough, you can tailor it. But certain roles, certain ceremonies, certain events, if you maintain what is given in Agile books, chances are it gives more benefit than you tweak it more, right? That's a point. So what I do is, for benefit of all, I will open up, I have only 2 slides to share, because I don't want to keep this as a slides session, rather a Q&A session about how it is working in your corporate, how it is impacting you directly or indirectly. So we'll bring those topics as a conversation. Through conversation, we learn a lot rather only by the books, right? That's a point. So with this, what I have to do? What I have to do is I have to bring a slide to kickstart. Once again, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. I have a bunch of people from different segment and different time zones. Here it is, Agile Sync Up. I want to bring 2 topics today. One is for Agile, other is one for scaled Agile. Shriram, I know Agile. What is scaled Agile? If somebody don't know what is scaled Agile is a framework which is going to help you to handle teams of teams, maybe 5 teams, 6 teams. You all work together, handle it effectively. I know this momentum, this forum is not sufficient to explain whole scale agile, but let's talk some points from there also, because I have some people in this class today or a session today who are SAFe certified or learning SAFe or implementing SAFe. Let them ask some questions. Through their questions, we learn something. So today, the only intention is asking questions, from questions, learning something on Agile. That's the only intention. However, it is to keep the momentum of the session, I have put two topics. What is Agile roles? Other one is Agile ceremonies. You can try to stick around in these areas for questions. You can go outside also, but Agile is, I feel, more or less in these two areas, many things will come up. So first thing, I'll go to the Agile roles. Now, look at the screen. You have a bunch of roles here, but not bunch, hardly few roles are here. Now, let me listen from you. Are you playing any of this role? First, let's understand this. Then we'll go outside also role. First, let's understand the roles here. Are you playing any of this role? I'm a Scrum Master. I'm a product owner. I'm a team member. I'm an SME. I'm a business owner. Any of this you're playing there? Let me see in your chat box. Kapil says yes. Okay. Let us listen a few more people. What is your role you're playing there? Shriram, role is very sensitive, secret. I won't tell to anyone else. That's fine if you don't want to. Why I want to know the roles is because I'll tell you the starting point of confusion Agile. Because this meeting sync up is pure to talk about some of the gaps. Many places we call as a delivery manager. Many places we call as a project manager, team lead. Sometimes we call as a service manager, technical service manager, architect. Now, when you go to the books of Agile, when you go to the books of Scrum, you will not see these roles. Right? Now, let me ask a question or make you to ask a question. Do you see these roles missing in these books, making your job tougher? Maybe listen from some of you. Is there anyone here who work as a project manager, delivery manager, where this is not well explained in the Agile books? Are you facing some challenge in your corporate? You can speak up if your mic is good there, because this is one of the sensitive topic we keep hearing, whether a project manager can be a Scrum Master. Many sessions, I get this question to me that do a Scrum Master can behave as a project manager? Can a project manager behave as a product owner or a Scrum Master? Now I'm putting the question back to the team here. Are you playing a role where your role is not clear for you from when you read the books of Agile? Anyone here? No, Shriram, we'll only ask questions. Okay, we won't give answers. All right, Nizam says yes, one person is here. Nizam, would you like to speak up? What kind of role is yours and how do you see in Agile, if you want to share?
Hey Sriram, everyone. I am handling as a my role is as a technical manager.
Very good.
In the IT industry, but handling only a separate division like network and maybe security side. But Agile is totally, for me, it's like something related to the software side, development side, right? I learned from the PMB classes of yours or our classes. But previous to that, I never know that what is Agile. But now even I'm unsure like what a technical manager and Agile relations will happen, you know.
Right.
Even in the IT industry, yeah, even in the IT industry, I have still confusion, like, you know, where. Sorry for that.
Okay.
Yeah. I hope you got it. Yeah. Yeah.
I understand. But one question to you, Nizam, how long you are in this industry now?
Almost around 15 years.
15 years. Do you see this a transition happened recently, or you're seeing this for last 10 years? How do you see this?
See, for my technical manager role, I came in the manager role maybe around 5 years now. So
Mm,
for the last 5 years, I can see that yeah, definitely the Agile is. We do have a separate division for the softwares development application. So they talk about the things and which I was not maybe unsure, like what is a Scrum Master, what is Scrum of Scrums, Agile. When they spoke about in those areas, I was
okay.
quite unsure about those, even the technical terms. Now I a little bit catching up, but I can say maybe for last 2 years I'm trying to get this information more, or I'm trying to dive into that instead of even after, I can say after the PMB class, maybe I'm trying to get more information or trying to get closer to those teams and get more information. Yeah.
I understand. Thanks, Nizam. Really appreciate that you stepped up to speak about what is happening. Thanks. You can
Thank you.
put yourself mute. When you said these points, I'm sure some more people also in this group are shaking their head. Yeah, 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 yeah. Because the last 8, 9 years, when we are talking about management and leadership, there is this confusion keep happening. We're not going to fight it too much into the role discussion here because this is agile sync up. Now, what is happening here is when I say agile purely get into IT industry, not all IT industry picked up in the year 1980, 1990, 2000. By 2010, some time onwards, it's picked up. All the Fortune top companies started from 2010, 11, 12, 13, 14 on, they get become very serious. The last 6, 7 years, many big companies made it mandatory agile as a mindset from top to all the level. When I say top, they start talking from the CEO level, director level, CTO level, and then comes to portfolio program, all came in. But can I shift all the role naming convention? The answer become very tough to answer. There is no one-line answer because some companies still prefer a person called project manager who will take care of logistics, people-related concerns, appraisal cycle, approval system, including your medical bill or travel system. Somebody has to do this. On top of that, somebody has to take care of the project as well. Now, this was very happily done by a person called project manager for a long time, even today. When the Agile books came in, they mentioned a person called a Scrum Master who focus only on helping the team towards the goal. Be very careful, helping the team towards the goal, not on your leave approval, not on your medical bill approval, not on the logistics factor, not on the personal or other factor conflict management, appraisal system. Nothing was there. This was not explained in the book also, even today. If you ask me, Shriram, you have an answer, I can give an answer, but that will be a vague, open air answer, but nothing on the book. When nothing on the book, you cannot take it as a concrete. So this confusion is still going in the market. So you cannot tell that a project manager can be a scrum master also. A scrum master can also be a project manager. Now, many companies don't want to give double salary. What do you mean by double salary? They have to recruit one person to talk about people. They have to recruit one person to talk about the scrum or agile teams. Rather, they recruit a person who can do both. That is what is happening in the market, for which many people writing article. Scrum.org, they write some articles. Scrum community, they write some article. Apart from Scrum org, Scrum community, there are many people, they think themselves as the greatest agile people. They start writing articles. So you will pull some reference from Google and it will tell that this company is doing this way, other company is doing this way. But the ultimate thing here is there should be someone who takes responsibility on their shoulders to handle the project successfully, including people management. Now, this confusion exists, will exist for some more time. Oh, really? Yes, you are living in that period. See, if you ask people lived in the period of First World War and Second World War, it was a confusion period. Until that Hiroshima incident happened, it was a confusion period. Then it stopped. Post World War, there was a Cold War period. That also happened. So when you live in that period, you can't suddenly change everything. It takes its own time. Shriram, why you are connecting the World War here? Okay, let's go to the subject. Now, when I say subject, Agile is maturing in the information technology industry. Did you say maturing? I thought Agile is matured in Agile in software industry. Let me tell you, anyone in this room will agree that many companies who are in the software industry still following a ad hoc Agile. You know what is a ad hoc Agile? Whoever thinks that is correct, they will do it. That's called ad hoc Agile. I read something from the book, she read something from the book, and that company says something, they mix everything, something will be on the table. They do on their own. But if it is giving a result, happy and good. But if the results are not happening, people are frustrated, many are resigning. In the name of a sprint, we are squeezing people energy, then there is something wrong. We have to work out. Okay, coming back to the topic. First, I want to give thanks to Nizam for openly telling what is happening. So what is the answer here? The answer here is, now we have to make a conscious call which role I want to go if you're choosing Agile industry. Let's be very clear here. You are choosing, I'm not want to go for Agile industry. I want to go to an industry where Agile is considered, but we will follow the hierarchy format. Portfolio manager, program manager, team manager, team leader. This is what my company is going to follow. They are following it. I'm also happy with that. Even though I hear what is Agile in my company, but we will follow this. If that's the case, your company working, you don't need to worry this system at all. Just be as a project manager, be a delivery manager, service manager, learn what is Agile, apply some of the norms into that. Over. But if your company or you choosing a company where Agile is seriously followed, they take all the roles into consideration, then yourself has to shift your mind from project management to getting into Scrum Master, product owner, Agile coach, Agile project manager kind of mindset you have to shift. So you know what to do, which book I have to read. There is no one book specifically says this all covered, but sure, you should read how a Scrum Master works, how a product owner works, how the product manager works, how an Agile coach works. You have to learn these ingredients. When you go for an interview, you will present yourself. These all skills I have. What is your job description? They have to explain you the job description. Imagine you are applying for, let's take one bank. Okay, let's imagine Citibank. You always pull bank. Okay, bank is a big system to work, right? Citibank. Citibank says we have different projects. In this, one of the project purely follows Agile way of working. And we have a Scrum team, we have a Kanban team. Now in Scrum team, we want a Scrum Master who is more than 12 years of experience, who knows how a team should work, who knows how a Scrum framework works, who knows how to talk with the client efficiently. Now they call you as a job description. I am sure you will be Scrum certified, you will be PMI-ACP certified or Scaled Agile certified. You will apply for these roles and you go for it. Okay, this is the way you move it. So you have to be very clear. Am I going to go for a well-structured organization who don't want to change their structure, only want to adopt Agile ideas? That's one format. One other company which says structure is not important for us. We'll keep on adopting the naming conventions and the rules of Agile. Literally, we will follow as it is. Okay, those two ways. Anyway, I don't want to make this as a career counseling. I want to make it as a role-related concerns addressed. Now let me go to one more level down. In the name of a Scrum Master, do anyone in this group witness people behave as project manager? This meeting is only for Agile Sync Up to talk about. In the name of Scrum Master, people did not understand what a Scrum Master has to do, but sometimes they overdo certain things with the team of controlling. Have you witnessed or have you feel that is happening? What is your thought? Let me listen. Yes, mostly I'm getting the word. Do anyone want to speak up that? How do you feel that is impacting the team's progress? Okay, you can pick up your mic. How it is blocking a team progress? Just a thought or how it is. I have whom I have a couple. Prithvi, would you like to speak up? Sorry. Okay, guys, fine. I know this is a topic which some of us feel, do I need to really talk about it? Okay, I have somebody, Venkatachalam. Yes,
Venkat. Yeah, Sriram. Good evening. I have, yeah, it's a big story. Let me Recently I joined one company wherein there is a big scope to implement the Agile. However, they are not ready to adopt. So here there are multiple teams are there. So apart from our company, there is one more vendor as well, and even from the client side as well. So they have around 15 members team. So altogether, it's a, we can say 40 members team. So what is happening? The difficulty here is, see, when we follow the Agile methodology, I'm sure so it is going to yield a pretty good result. However, I don't know what is the reason behind that. So so all the requirements comes through emails, and also the requirements comes through multiple channels. One and each one play their this is my priority, that is their priority. And even so we have a ideally it should be called as a product owner, but he is acting as a project manager. He himself call it as a project manager from the client side, but he will not control that. So there is conflict. And apart from that, so everyday deployment happens. Not only every day, in a day we deploy 3 times as well. And so yeah, 3 times as well. It is very tedious.
Sorry to interrupt there. When you say deployment to the customer every day?
Yes.
Shit, man, it's so heavy.
And there is no SDLC has been followed, and directly they change the code in the UAT, and there is no sync up between the UAT and production, and there is no unit testing. And they say that are you guys know the process? I'm quite surprised. And this they track the activities in Excel, sometimes Notepad, and sometimes emails. I've been trying to propose the Agile methodology to the client, but the difficult chance is they are not at all ready to listen. And I heard from other vendor who is part of our project that the client is not willing to spend money even on the tools. So I would need your help. Are there any either free versions, be it Jira or be it DevOps, so that in the background I will work for 1 month where I will capture all the requirements from my end, and then go back to the customers, so show them that, so see, this is what I followed, this is what the result. So this is how the team is functioning. Why can't we implement? So this is my I'm trying to I'm planning to do that. So I need any help from the team, from our so someone can suggest me. Please go ahead, Shriram.
First, I want to thank you for opening up the problem, because many of them don't see this as a problem, because they see that's the way company works, man. Why should I let me go in? Let me also stand in the same crowd, do what others do, go back home. At least you thought something, this is going haphazard. Why don't you step in to fix something? Which is really a good thought. You need a round of applause for that. Okay. All right, let's get to the solution. Before going to the solution, what I understood is role-based people are stepping into others' area. Role clarity was not clearly done there. Second one is requirement coming from different channels. It is not streamlined. Even it comes from different channels, it is not recorded at one place. One source of entry is not there, multiple places of entry. And then top of that, you have to deliver fast. Rule not clear, requirement not clear, but delivery fast should happen. This can bring in high pressure on the team, and this can skew the team to work more than 40 hours per week. Am I right on this?
Exactly, Shriram.
40 hours per week. And the newcomers would be skewed up. The experienced people don't know what to do. They sit in the office all day, all night. Okay, this is a scenario what I am seeing from a long distance. Okay?
Yes, and apart from that, people will be handling in multiple at a time. They will be in two, three calls, and in one call they will be on hold, another call they will go, and again hold, resume. Almost I see 5 to 6 hours only in the meeting, but all they will expect, why are you guys, what you guys are doing?
It looked like an Hollywood movies, right? You take a one call, Mayday, Mayday, again another call, Mayday, Mayday. We are falling down, Mayday.
Yes, Sriram, on top of it, they will call on mobile as well. What is happening, this one?
Pure firefighting mode, and people keep resigning regularly.
Correct.
All right, man. It's not only you, man. Thanks for your opening up. In this room, if I have few people in this, 20% people will feel like this. They will tell, yes, my company also like this. Some people take it light note. As I said earlier, they feel it's okay. That's how they work. I don't want to bother. Okay, that's the way it is. Now, before I give something, I have some suggestions for you. Before that, let me listen to anyone in this room. Do they want to talk something about such situation? Anyone here want to talk something about this? You feel you also heard something like this? Let me listen. Okay, I didn't hear much. If anyone have a topic, you can bring up. So now, first point, you cannot correct it on one day. Okay, this is the first message. Other one is how they do usually in organization is when the transformation should be done, it should start from the top management, not from bottom up. Bottom up was not really successful in many places. That is why scaled agile came into picture. If you remember the Scrum and Agile factory, we are talking from 2001. It almost now 21 years or 22 years we're doing. Still, Agile is not successful in many companies, including information technology. The reason is the approach is started bottom up. What is a bottom up? They will ask a team lead to turn into a Scrum Master. They'll ask a project manager to turn into a Scrum Master. They'll ask team members to follow a Scrum methodology. Every day, 15 minutes, a stand-up will happen. Sprint review should happen. Collect the requirement at one place. They all did this at the team level. But the biggest flaw here is no one thought what is a senior management is doing. Senior management still working in a traditional format of getting details, pressurizing the bottom layer. They get the details, pressurize it, make it happen. Quarterly 3 release we have to do. Quarterly 4 release we have to do. Customer has agreed for the contract. We have to deliver it on so and so date. If I don't deliver it, penalty will happen. This we are talking for 100 years. Same thing still happening from the top management. Only the team which work with the blood and sweat at the ground level, they are being skewed. Like in the Titanic movie, the last scene, the people who at the bottom layer is locked. Water level goes high, they are the one first die there. That's what is happening now. And these are the companies which don't realize the transformation should start from top down. And the big problem with the Scrum and other books of Agile is, I won't tell it's bad, but they didn't discuss much about how leadership works. They discuss only at the team level. Who will talk about leadership? They totally left it. And now that's where there's still confusion. 20 years of problem are because of that reason. Now there are books talking about leadership, Agile leadership changes. Now they're talking more about agility should start from top to down. Now top to down. So something like a scaled Agile, in case team or a huge number of teams are high, they have started involving the CEO, CTO, or portfolio manager, product owners, epic owners, business owners. They should also involve into this. They should know how much of work can be done by a team in a quarter, 3 months. Don't force everything on them. Make sure this is possible, because quantity does not matter, quality matter. You are telling every day we're giving 3 release. I'm taking you as an example. In this 3 release, in a week, imagine you get 10 bugs, 10 errors. I believe it may happen, 5 or 10. Even if I give 20 release, in this, if I get 10 or 15 bugs coming back to me, my whole life goes in fixing the problem. I'm fixing the problem, not doing the new features. Now, what is a leadership thought in Agile is, do quality more than the quantity. That doesn't mean I will reduce everything. I will follow WIP, work in progress. How much of work can be taken as an initiative in a quarter, in a half early? For this, my senior management should involve into Agile way of thinking, which is important to the market right now, how to segregate it. Then it comes to the team members. Now team members can follow Sprint or Scrum, Kanban, Agile, whatever model they want to follow. If only team works in Agile and top management work in a different format, then we are in trouble. Okay. Now coming to your question to answer you. The answer is yes, we have some free versions in Jira. Even I too have an access. You can just go to jira.com, jira.com, and there is a login. If you click it, it takes your Google login. You don't need to create any account. Google login. In the Google login, you can do some work. I'll tell you the problem here. You are going to work for your office. Your office related details you cannot or you should not give in this free version of your own login. That you should not do. But if you feel that, Shriram, but I want to learn it, how to segregate the requirement at one place, how to organize by role, how the work can happen, basically project management I have to do, Shriram. If you want to learn that, go for jira.com and there create an account, add work, simulated work requirements, group it, handle it. YouTube videos are available, 10-15 minutes, you can do that. Beyond this, you can ask your company to buy a license. It's better, lesser cost now. Now buy that license for them, do one account and then do this. But for me, if you ask me, many people may not like it. For me, tool comes last. If people does not get the mindset, whatever fancy tool you have, they will not use it. There are years in the country, when you take a picture in the camera, people thought their life will go down. For them, whatever camera you give, they will not like, they run away. First mindset is camera will not kill you. Camera will give you a good picture of you. That mindset you have to bring. Then you bring your old camera, new camera, selfie camera, people like it. So tool can come later, but first the mindset should come. For this, Shriram, you're giving more work for me. Yeah, you should be able to spend some time to educate them, take some classes to them, or bring them to some learning platform where they can learn it, the benefit of it. Then only you can imply. If not, it is going to be a little tough, but still I don't disappoint you. Take jira.com and put some roles, do things, show to them, this is how it will be, this is how it will work. Chances are they may like you. Okay, hope I helped you.
Yeah, thanks, Shriram. One question. So can't Agile methodology be applied to financial sector or in the mutual fund sector?
When you say Agile methodology, it's a very broad.
Okay.
Or you can call yourself Agile mindset can be applied if you're going to ask a question like that.
Okay,
because
let me rephrase my question. So can't we run the project in the iterations or sprints?
Possible. If your work is something like this, your customer gives requirements and they want deliverables in parcels, piece by piece. They don't want all the deliverable at one shot. They want frequent deliverables. Also, your customer is not clear on their requirements. If these two conditions satisfy, then you go for it. In finance is a big industry. In finance, your customer is very clear next 8 months what they want. I'll give all the work to you, work properly, plan it, make it ready. End of 8th month, come and deliver me. If this is the case, your customer is coming, don't inject Agile inside that. Not at all needed. You can follow a traditional way of collecting all the requirements, sit and design it properly, deliver it end of 8th month. No need to do that. But if a customer is not clear, they want every month some delivery, you said every day you're giving it. That is the case Agile, because Agile comes in the place when the requirement is very uncertain. The technology is very uncertain. When we are not clear, then we go for it. Hope it helped you.
Yeah. Yes, sure. Shriram, one more tip from you. So how do I convince the customer? Because they treat us, we are dumb guys. So we don't know anything, as if they know everything. So they simply say that you don't know process, but I see there are a lot of flaws in the process, so which I cannot speak openly. So how can you please guide me how to approach them?
It's not easy. It's not easy. First, stop working more than 40 hours. If you really want to show the pain to those guys, you have to stop working more than 40 hours. Then they will know who is a dumb, who is clever. As you stretch more and more, they know they can bend your spinal cord. I know it's not a forum to talk, but somehow we have used with the nature. More is good, but actually more is not good. Stop exactly what it is, but do efficiently within that. It is all about efficiency. How to improve efficiency? First, streamline 40 hours, only 40 hours, not beyond that. In this 40 hours, what all work to be done, you should prioritize. If you really want to start something from there, start from prioritization. Ask them the question, which one is a high priority? They will tell you everything is high priority. Now you should make fun of them. What do you mean by everything is high priority? Which you want for morning breakfast, which you want for lunch, which you want for dinner. You should be clear. If you're not clear, I will not start the work. Come with the clarity, what you want as a first priority. They say, this is what I want first. Okay. Now in this, can you clarify questions? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Once all the clarity is there, then only we'll start the work. It looks demanding, but in Agile, that's how it is. It's on knowledge workers. They clearly want to know which one you want. On top of that, clarify what you want. Which one you want, clarify what you want in that. Totally, when you got this thing, it's called definition of ready, definition of done. I don't want to go there. But only when these things are done, chances are you may deliver exactly. If you say Friday with the highest quality, no error will come. This is the way you have to start. But it takes time. Okay. But the point is, first ask for the priority and start the work. Okay.
Yeah. Yes. Okay. Yeah. Thank you.
Super. Thanks a lot. That was a good discussion. I appreciate it. I'm seeing one more point here. Nizam says, how to pass Agile mindset to senior management? That's a good question, right? He's asking how to pass it to. Okay. Now, there's a good message. It's not only for him. It's for everyone in this forum or a group. Senior management, they're not from Mars. They are not from Island. They're also with us, right? So how things works is, it's not always a bottom-up, it's a top-down approach. When it comes to bottom-up approach, I would recommend to conduct some sessions in your office time, 20 minutes or 30 minutes, take one small portion of Agile, if your company is using Agile, and explain how it works. For example, sprint planning. You should read sprint planning properly. Don't go and talk everything on the same day. People run away. Take one topic, sprint planning. What is the benefit of planning? So far in our company, we've made a very systematic plan. Of late, after Agile came in, we make a short-term plan. In short-term plan, who all can contribute? What all will make the planning more interesting? How much we have to plan? Too much planning is also risk. Less planning also risk. What is the cutoff point? If you can explain this as a session, don't expect very next day everyone will catch it up. Somebody in a team will talk in some forum. Other day this guy was explaining about the sprint planning was good. Over a period of time, it is spread across. It can even reach the top management. Sometimes you have to send the invite to a top management also. Monthly once we have an Agile session. Anyone willing to join? I'm sure they will join. Because going forward, even top management should know Agile. If they don't know, they'll be thrown out of the company. So they're also under pressure to learn it. So when you share an invite to them, they will come in. I know I'm repeating the same point. Education is the first thing. I have read this in Nelson Mandela's wording. Education is the powerful weapon you can use to change the world. There's a sentence I read some years back. It impacted my life like anything. Education is a powerful weapon. I don't have anything with me. I don't have anything. I'm not a rich guy. I'm not a political power guy, but I have a super weapon with me that's called education. First, I should be educated. Then I have to educate others. When you can do these two things, I'm sure whole world will be in control. I hope I answered you. All right, guys, that's a little bit on this area. Let's go a little more other topic. I'm taking to another topic here. Oh yeah, somebody's opening up. Want to talk up? Speak up.
Shriram, Kapil here. So I have a question regarding you shared that how can we pass this to the leadership team or the management team. So you suggest that we should start with one topic. So what I understood that there are lots of frameworks in Agile, just like we can say it's Scrum or Kanban and other things as well. So to start with that, just like I was asked one question before as well, how can I integrate the Agile in our existing system? So from where to start, from which framework to start, or we should start with purely Agile manifesto and other things as well. So,
okay. It look like dinosaur, right? Tail is here, head is there.
Yes.
You know what? When we give an opportunity to explain, some people get so enthused and they put everything they know about Agile in a PPT. It will become 34 slides. In 34 slides, you will be given 30 minutes or 1 hour. First 10 minutes only people listen. After that, they won't be in different world. And this guy will have to run through all 34 slides somehow. And the impression goes off. Now, what I do usually when I start a day is we'll pick up one topic, which is a pain point in the team. I will take a survey before I conduct a session. Ask them, what is the one pain point in the team? First day, they will say, no pain. Yeah, we are very happy. Second day, third day, fourth day, somebody will tell you know what? Every time we overcommit on the work, and the end of that month, it's pressurizing anything. Every time I cannot sit more than 40 hours in a week. I have a family, something pains will come. If you can take the pain points, you have to put the pain point in a slide without mentioning the name of the people. As per the observation, these are some of the pain points which is running. For these pain points, look like there are some solutions in the market, something like this. For that pain point, if you put some topic, hardly 4 slides, if you talk about it, there is a buyer for you. If you don't know the pain points, you go and put everything in front of them, there is no buyer. The person sitting on the left thinks in the conference room, the person sitting on the left side thinks all these are for light side people. The people sitting the right side thinks all these are for the left side people. And the whole team thinks it's not for me, for the senior management. There is no buyer at all. So first you have to find the buyer and then you have to sell the product. Hope that helps you.
Yeah, first find out the pain area.
Pain
Before
areas.
jumping to it.
But believe me, no one will tell there is a pain. We're very happy, very happy. You have to ask second time, third time, different questions you have to ask. Then only somebody will tell, headache, man. These guys are headache. Then you have to put a slide. Also, you have to be very careful. It's a corporate. It's a political ground. You have to be a little careful on what you are. It should not be like preaching. You have to be a little careful. Tell that this is a message. This is the pain, not only us. Whole industry has a pain of improper planning. Whole industry has a pain of early delivery from the customer. Whole industry has a pain of technology upgrade happening very faster. Whole industry has a problem of knowledge shortage. You have to pick up one or two, not heavy. And then related to that, you have to pick something and you have to explain it and then connect it back to the work. If in case we apply this can also help our team to improve our performance by 10%, 5%. If you have a senior management sitting in your room, definitely you should have numbers in your board. You can't give all theories. You have to tell that with the 8 people, if we can deliver this much, if we improve the process with the 8 people, we can deliver more than 70%. So you can justify something there. So it's a kind of a story. It should be a story. A good movie starts with the opening scene, somebody chasing someone, and the whole story will narrate. Last scene, they will show why they chased. Then you feel, that's a movie. That's how you have to build a story and present. They'll feel, that's good. Hope you got it.
Got it.
Okay.
Got it.
All right, good. I know we are going good on this. Let me move to the second segment of my slide. This is the last slide as well, okay? First, when we spoke about role, we heard a lot of conversation about the role, what is happening. Let's come to the ceremonies. In Agile or a sprint, we keep hearing this is ceremonies. Ceremonies means some events going to happen. Every day, morning, afternoon, every week, we have to meet as a people and talk how things are going, what we can do. For this, we have a name called ceremonies or events in Agile. Even before Agile, we have this, but this is not so systematic. This is not so perfectly, a cadence has not been set down. Shriram, what is cadence? Cadence means a systematic approach, a synchronized way of things. This was not there in a predictive project. I started working in predictive project in my career beginning. We used to have a meeting. Randomly it will happen. When the manager thinks this week this guy will be in the office, he or she will set up some meetings. And when there is a senior management is questioning weekly report submission, monthly report submission, quarterly report submission, suddenly they'll call for a meeting. Or those days we have a meeting called a deep dive. Do I have anyone here attended the deep dive meeting those days? Deep dive. Without oxygen cylinder, these guys will go deep dive. After 5 minutes, I realized, man, no oxygen will come out. So I remember the days when I started a career. Every month, there will be one meeting called deep dive. Someone will explain the subject full depth. No one will listen. Everyone look at them when this guy will close the meeting. These are the ways it started. Even today, some companies work like that. But what happened after Agile and Sprint or Scrum came here is they have a systematic time. In a 2 weeks of sprint, this is the time we'll meet. This is the time we'll do. This is the time we'll do. And many people think that Agile is not process oriented. Agile is free. When you think that Agile is like a college student, take a note and roll it and go to college. Hey, I'm a buddy. That's not Agile. Agile will have more process than non-Agile. I'm sure anyone in this room working in Agile for a long time will agree with me. Seriously, a lot of process. They have regular meetings. They have regular stand-up in the morning hours. They have proper grooming sessions. Everything will happen systematically. But here, the timing will be properly set. When the timing is properly set, people get to habitual way of working. It is successful. Okay. If somebody says that morning 9 o'clock is a prayer time in school, you rush to come to school by 8:45. I believe you all remember your school days. Yeah, we run to 8:45, put your bag, 9 o'clock, the prayer starts. Whatever they sing, you don't know, you go and stand there. That's not the way it is. But here it is, you will talk for yourself. Somebody else will not talk for you. Ramesh did this work. Priya did this work. What you did. This is what the question is. Now, this ceremonies, even though you learned in the books, even though we learn in the classes also going forward, these are very important pillars of making an Agile, Sprint, or a Scrum work properly. Now, the topic of discussion today here is, in this, some are working really well, some are not working really well. One of the example is Scrum. You can see this one. I'm sure some of you will agree with me. Daily Scrum. I'll start this point. We'll talk 1 or 2 questions on this. It is supposed to be 15 minutes of a max time. Is it a hard rule, Shriram? Exactly 15 minutes you have to stop. Not like that. You can go 60 and 70. Sometimes it will complete in 10 minutes, 5 minutes. A decent team will talk only 10, 12 minutes. But what is happening in many places is people take it for granted and they speak more than what is expected for that timeline. Now, let me ask this question in this room. Do anyone face this problem of improper time management in a daily stand-up? And that turned my team's overall time reduced. In a day, if I have 8 hours, they take 1 hour for this discussion, 1.5 hours for the discussion. The whole morning itself gone for this, or whole evening itself gone for this. Now, when I will sit and do my work? Any questions on this? Or any thoughts on this?
Shriram, I have one experience similar like that. I was having a team of 8 members. So one member who is initially we were started this, so he's starting, and the closing is also done by him as well. So no other one getting the chance to speak up. So that was the challenge, because he's still, after saying lots of time, he's still sharing, this is the problem, this is the challenges. So to go with the solution, what I did I was taken him in the last 2-3 minutes when we are going to close the call. So there are some things improving started, and then he's going to be the last person to finish the call in 2 minutes. All that.
Okay, I like that. Is it a daily stand-up?
Yeah, DSM. Yeah.
Okay, nice to hear that. Nice way of suggestion also. I like that.
And one thing I would like to add it here. What I did is I was surfing some more things into that. So there is a concept of 16-minute discussion. So we will take it in the 16-minute till the 30th minute of that discussion on that. But DSM was done in 15 minutes max.
You mean post Scrum call discussion?
Yeah, so? 16th minute discussion. Yeah, kind of.
Kind of discussion. I have heard this and used it. I'll tell you some of my experience. When I started these things years back, people are following a status call model. So there'll be one project manager, because this guy is sitting in the same company for 12 years. Company that, okay, you be a Scrum Master. In school days, when you go for a cricket match in the holiday season, one elderly guy will be there. That guy will take the bat, I will be the open player. Have you seen this guy? When you play at the age of 12 and 15, there'll be one guy at the age of 20, 25. And this guy says, I'm the opening player. Get lost, we'll give them. Same in many company. This guy is sitting in the same company 10 years, 12 years, and don't know what to do. They'll give him Scrum Master. There are some are like that. I'm not telling everyone. Some are like this. These guys, what they do is they'll start suddenly becoming a superpower. And when the meeting starts, like someone mentioned here today, they'll start with the opening discussion. They start questioning everyone. What you did, what you did, what you did, or something unrelated to this system goal right now, they'll talk. This eats a lot of time. Okay, in the chat, I'm seeing some others saying, yes, it's happening. Now, first question I want to ask people, do you think daily stand-up or a daily meeting is needed in Agile? First question. Or it is something waste of time? Is it needed daily we have to meet?
Good evening, Sriram.
Yes, good evening.
So what happened in my organization, they are conducting everyday meeting, daily stand-up online. But I belongs to oil and gas. So now it becomes like what you say, no, the senior management is like a Scrum Master. He is supposed to be participate in every meeting.
Okay.
So now it becomes a status call. Okay, I am complaining several times to the top management that this is not the way. Now what they are doing is over joining the first, they have to be update and then drop. This is not also correct way of doing daily
not
stand-up, correct?
Yeah.
I told him, but nobody listened my word because I don't know what we are supposed to be do on this. Every time.
Okay.
Yeah, sorry. Yeah, go ahead.
No, is it first of all 2 weeks, 3 weeks, or 4 weeks sprint?
They are not follow the like a 2 to 4 weeks sprint. They are follow 1 to 3 months. It's an R&D.
See, I'll tell you the reason for this daily meet, why they have it. Let's take this ideal scenario of a project team which works for in oil and gas, some technology they are working. They have a big target to be achieved in the 1 quarter of time. 1 quarter can be 12 weeks. Okay. In this whole 1 quarter, they want to split into small pieces every 2 weeks. Okay. When I say every 2 weeks, they can't achieve big. Every 2 weeks, something small they can achieve. They call as a sprint goal. A sprint goal could be very small. 10 days, how much you can do? You can do 1 day, some push. Another 10 days, another 10 days. Now, when you keep a goal smaller, and that is a 10 days of time, related to that goal, I would have done something yesterday morning till evening. Today, morning till evening, something related to that goal I'm going to do. I'm not talking for the quarter. I'm not talking for half yearly. I'm not talking for the full project. I'm talking only for the goal. My aim is changed only for this goal. In cricket, we have a IPL 20 overs match. In 20 overs, they have some 5 overs power play. My focus only on the power play of 5 overs, what I have to do. 20 overs, I will not focus. Whole match, I will not focus. Even though it is needed, but this 5 overs, if I play properly, the rest will automatically happen. This is the agile mindset of focusing on. Now, why I ask that question to you is, if your team is working 1 month, 3 months goal, obviously discussion will be lengthy. How can you reduce it? Because your goal is big. You're talking for a 20 overs match, full thing in 10 minutes. I'm sure people will talk more. When the goal becomes small, talk also will come small. Does it make sense?
Yeah, I agree. But we can't say it's a agile way of doing, correct, Sriram?
Yeah.
Yes, every day, it's not, I'm telling roughly for every day, it goes beyond more than 2 hours sometimes. Sometimes it goes till lunch. So often we are sitting in the meeting room and wasting our time. I told him several times there is a backlog grooming supposed to be done and there is a retrospective have to happen, but nobody listen at all.
Every day 2 hours you sit in the meeting room, then when you do the work.
Yeah, I complained several times to top management also, but nobody listen at all.
Pain, man. It's a pain. Really agree on the pain what you're going through. First thing you can, I don't have a big one-line answer for you, but I would tell first to see if goal and priority is clear for them. Are they very clear? When the goal and related priority is clear, chances are you may be clear on having a short meetings and you may be clear on what to talk. If the goal and priority is not clear, people vaguely keep on talking for the whole project. Imagine there is a marriage function going to happen at a home. Marriage is a big word. Under marriage, you have a catering, music, flower arrangements, all are there. There are some people in the family randomly talk for marriage, what all happening. When you say for marriage, what all happening, topic is broad. Anyone can talk anything. Somebody talk about silk sarees, somebody talk about food arrangements. It will keep on going. Somebody clever will talk in marriage, what you want to talk. In marriage, I want to talk about the food. In food, what you want to talk. First day, second day. Second day. In second day, which time? Now this guy says, after marriage event happen, lunch to be served. Can you talk about it? Now I'm very clear on what I want to talk. This clarity should happen from the management. In the marriage, in the food event, which day food, what you're going to do. That itself is a big work. You can sit and talk. But what is happening in the market is people randomly take a topic, marriage, let's talk. Agile does not encourage it. Say that even though you know the bigger goal, please talk what you're going to do for the next couple of weeks or a month of time. That is called goal orientation and talking about high priority job. This could help. Just a hint for you. Okay. All right. Thanks for those points. Appreciate it. Do someone have something? I heard a voice. Okay. I'm reading one other sentence here. Needed daily to identify the problem as early as possible, resolve the bottleneck. Okay, got it. Got it. Why you said stand up needed. Okay, good. Thanks a lot. I know we are getting close to the closing time. We brought this Agile Sync Up session as a kickstart from us. Why we brought this is to talk about the real-time problems, what you are going through in your corporate. Can I solve all the answers here? Yeah, we may not solve. But the point is, what we read in the book, what we do in a daily life, is it mapping? We should not think what you read in the book is something different. What we do is different. No, there is a close relation with both of them. But how do you view it? How do you trust it? Makes it. I have many people, even though they are certified, but they don't believe it. When you don't believe it, it will not work. It's something like a belief on the God or spiritual effect. I'm not telling you you have to go for it. I'm telling that somebody has to trust that there is some superpower above us so that you have to be disciplined. Is there any superpower? I don't know. Maybe it's there. So it makes you to be disciplined. For that reason, they would have kept it. Only when you believe that, you tend to be a better person, not cheating someone. When you don't believe it, it is only a theory. You cannot feel it from your heart. So when somebody is not watching you, try to do mistake. That is what is happening in Agile. Agile is a belief and philosophy that people has to trust each other. People has to respect each other. People has to be honest. People has to listen to the customer. These are all philosophy. Only when you believe the philosophy, your mind and brain and starts working towards it. Then all these ceremonies, the Jira board, Rally board, Microsoft board, all will be helpful. When there's belief itself is not clear, these all will be a failure. That is what happening in many companies. So why we brought this discussion today? We will talk about this. Today we spoke 3-4 topics. Of course, a lot are there. For example, I took daily Scrum. Next time we can talk about grooming sessions. We can talk about what kind of tools you use. In the tools, what kind of knowledge you have. When we talk these things, chances are at least 1 or 2 people can pick it up from here, use it in a day-to-day life. Yeah. All right. Before I close the session, I want to thank people who participated here. And I too have people who participated in Scaled Agile. Before I close it, let me hear anything from Scaled Agile. Anyone here from Scaled Agile who want to talk something? Yes. Aishi, you are unmuted. Yeah, you want to speak something? Maybe your mic is not working well. Anyone from Scaled Agile, you'll feel how advanced Agile is going. You want to speak up?
Yeah, I was in classes of Scaled Agile along with you.
Okay. So how do you look into Scaled Agile now? When it still struggling on the surface of Agile problem, when you go to scalability, how do you think? Do you think the basement should be very strong to go scalability?
Yeah, definitely it should be, and the approach from top to bottom should required at that places, because the major things which is kind of a business agility playing a vital role in that.
Well said. Well said. Thanks, Kapil, for that. Why I asked a specific question is there are people who struggle with this basement. When I say basement, it is in PMI-ACP. You talk about Agile at the base. In fact, now PMP is more Agile. Now, if you want to go scaled Agile, you should be pretty strong on Agile very well. Only when you're very strong on Agile, when you go to scaled Agile, chances are you start seeing the connection between the top management with the implementation team. So this is a good connection. When you say top management, in scaled Agile, they have a specific role for everyone. What happened in the last 20 years, in Agile, we keep on talking Scrum Master, Product Owner, Development Team. Apart from these three people, nobody else discussed. This has been good for some time. This has been a mess for some time. Shriram, is it? Yeah, both has happened. It is a total mess, total good. Both has happened. But after Scaled Agile came in, they systematically put the roles, starting from CEO, director, portfolio manager, program manager, scrum master, project manager. Everyone have their own place of work, including architects, what they have to do. This is also one of the reasons many companies are choosing this information technology oriented companies. Non-information technology is still at work on the same format of portfolio, program, and project. Here they brought it. So agility is moving to the next level. What do you mean next level, Shriram? It means people are getting advanced. So make your basics are very clear. I'm sure advanced will be very helpful for you. Yep. All right. With this, I'll give a pass to the class. And once again, thanks all for participating. Thanks for bringing some more questions. Next class, when we have Agile Sync Up, in maybe a couple of weeks, we'll have it. Bring up some real questions or problems, what you have faced, which will make us to interact and solve it. I appreciate all the people who asked the questions today. And people who are watching in YouTube, leave your comments. What kind of situations you faced in your Agile system? It could be people-oriented. It could be implementation-oriented. It could be lack of knowledge. You can leave your points there. Let's see what is interesting there. So thanks all for participating. Have a great time. Catch you in another session. See you soon. Bye-bye.
Thank you, Shriram.
Thanks, Shriram.
Thanks, everyone.
Thank you.
Thank you, Shri.